It's April 18th and I'm standing on top of Springer Mountain in Georgia, getting ready to start a through hike of the Benton MacKaye Trail. The Benton MacKaye Trail is a nearly 300-mile long trail that starts on Springer Mountain and ends on the north side of the Smoky Mountain National Park. This trail is named after the man who envisioned the idea of the Appalachian Trail. I'm standing here in front of the monument that commemorates the man and the work that he did. It parallels the Appalachian Trail, as well as it follows some of the original route that Benton MacKaye had proposed for the AT. I love this trail. I hiked it in sections a few years back, and I'm looking forward to through hiking it. Let's go. Three Forks. So far, day one has been a really nice day. The weather has been pleasant. It's gotten relatively warm today. It was supposed to be in the low 80s. It's been a little toasty at times when you're in direct sunlight, but pretty day. I think it's gonna be a little cooler through the rest of the week, but quite nice. I'm about, I think, 4 miles from Toccoa River. I was originally planning on camping there, but being the fact that it's a weekend and it's been warm today, it might be kind of crowded. We'll see. To see how many people are there. I'll at least stop there, take a break, but maybe grab some water and move on for another couple miles. But so far, really nice day. Day 2, off and going again this morning. Last night I decided to go past Toccoa River. It was warm outside and there were a lot of big groups and loud music and people enjoying themselves, but it wasn't very conducive for having camp. So I grabbed some water, packed it out, and went up to the top of Toonowee Mt, which was about another 2 miles past Toccoa River. It was pleasant until it started raining around 3 a.m., although that wasn't too bad. It rained hard, it was very windy, but not bad. My tent's wet, so I'll need to dry that out later today. However, the temperature dropped significantly as that storm rolled through, and so it's cool this morning. It's breezy, but I'm sure it'll warm up, although it's not supposed to warm up nearly as much as it was yesterday, which will probably make hiking a lot more pleasant, because it was getting a little bit hot yesterday. It was in the low 80s, I believe, maybe mid 80s, and I think it's supposed to be in the mid to low 70s today. So cool, breezy, but shaping up to be a beautiful day. Hiking along the ridge of this mountain, it's magnificent as always. Turkey. Alright, we're at mile marker 20.2. I'm looking out away from the trail, so the trail is right here. We're gonna curl up around the mountain behind me. But eventually, we're going to work our way kind of around this way over to that ridge over there. And just over here, somewhere around where I'm pointing, is Brawley Mountain. There's a fire tower up at the top of Brawley Mountain. I remember it as being a steep hike up that mountain, but it's kind of a neat place to be able to see that fire tower. Last time I was there, and I think it's kind of the way that they always keep it, there's no ladder going up, so you can't go up it, but you can see it. And there's radio towers and a bunch of other things they have up there, I think weather station possibly, but a bunch of equipment up there that we'll see when we finally make it around there, I think tomorrow. Alright. Hey, look. Pink lady slippers. Look at that. How pretty is that? Some more out there too. That's really cool. Alright, we're gonna head down here and get some water. The next water is about 4 miles away and I'm pretty much out, so I think it'd be a good idea to get some more water. Make sure I stay hydrated. It's So we'll take this blue blaze, or looks like they've painted white over the blue. I don't know, down to spring, down this way. It's got water here at the spring at mile marker 23. Water was flowing great, as you could see. And there's also a lot of pink lady slippers up here. Saw a bunch down there on the way down to the spring, and then there's a bunch more right here. Beautiful. And you can see a lot more going all the way down the hill over there too. So if you like flowers and you want to see a pink lady slipper, they're here. Last time I was here, I was hiking the Georgia Loop, which is part of the Benton MacKaye Trail, but then takes the Duncan Ridge Trail, continues on up that way, while the Benton MacKaye Trail continues this direction. So we're going to keep going this way this time, rather than taking the Duncan Ridge Trail, which the Duncan Ridge Trail continues on. It goes along with the BMT up to this point. It continues on this direction all the way over to Blood Mountain on the AT, but we are not going to go that way. We're going to go this way and continue on the Benton MacKaye Trail north. It's like a yard sale. Got my tent over here drying out, my quilt's over there in the tree. I'm sitting here on this interesting tree, eating some chips, taking a break while everything dries out. Alright, made it up to the Brawley Fire Tower. It's a steep hike up here, but worth it to see the tower. Can't climb up in there. The ladder's been taken down from the lowest level. That's alright, we gotta get moving anyway. Alright, welcome to Garland Gap, home for tonight. They set up right over here. You know, I think I stayed here last time. Have to look. I think I camped here last time I hiked the VMT. Maybe. Let me see. Actually, I'm gonna run down and let's get water first. There's supposed to be water right down this way. Alright, just came back up. Need to read my far out comments closer. It's this secret trail over here. It's the one we want. Alright, nice. There's a pipe spring down here. Day 3. Today we are going to pass through Aska, and the Iron Bridge Cafe is there, so we are going to stop in at the Iron Bridge Cafe, probably get some breakfast, as well as pick up my resupply box that I sent there. So resupply, get all loaded up for the next few days, and then tonight we are going to stop at around mile marker 48, which will set us up well for the private property that we'll pass through the following day. There's about 9 miles of private property that you walk through. I think that's the only private property on this trail that you pass through. But because it's private, that means that there is no camping. There's a shelter along the way that is in that private property section, but there are some restrictions when it comes to, digging a cat hole, for example, that may or may not be of need for you. I'm going to go ahead and pass through that section. We'll stop by and look at the shelter when we get there tomorrow. It's a very beautiful shelter, and it might be a place that you might want to consider stopping if you're coming through. It's starting off to be a beautiful day today, and we're going to continue on, cross the Shalford Bridge, and then go into the Iron Bridge Cafe. Morning. Hi, good morning. Doing well? Just finished a late breakfast, early lunch at the Iron Bridge Cafe. Got my resupply package and got that all packed up. Dumped my trash. Was able to charge up my battery packs. So I'm all good to go. Now I've got a road walk. It's a pretty reasonably long road walk from where I got off there on Shalford Road down to Fall Branch Falls. I think this is the longest road walk on this trail, but it's pleasant. It's not too bad. All right, we are going to go up to Fall Branch Falls and check it out. go. Rocky Mountain. These are the first mountain laurel I've seen on the trail so far. Very awesome. These are my favorite. Day 4, moving again. Last night was cool, but not as cold and windy as it was the day before. It was a pleasant night. Camped next to a small stream. Camped there last time I hiked the BMT, and I love that campsite. It's a beautiful campsite. Today we're going to be going through some private property. So I think for about 6 or 7 miles, something like that, we'll be, maybe it's even more than that, we'll be going through private property, subdivision. We'll walk along some roads, past a few homes, but we're heading towards Double Hogpen Gap. And starting off as a beautiful morning this morning, a little bit crisp, but the wind is significantly less than yesterday, which makes it quite pleasant for hiking. Right, this is Laurel Creek. I thought about camping here last night, but I did not. I kind of wish that I had, because this is it's a beautiful spot. All this open grassy area. No established campsites that I'm seeing, but it would be a great place to pitch a tent right here by the water. It's a beautiful space. Yeah, if I do this again, I might camp here next time. We're entering the private property section and see that there are some beautiful big homes through here. We'll see more as we go, but we will be respectful as we cross through their property. So thanks to them for all the people here that allow the trail to pass through this private section. Without it, I'm not quite sure where the trail would go. A pretty place. We are coming up on US 76. We have to cross this highway. It is a busy highway. It sounds very busy right now. We're right around rush hour, so it's probably gonna be a little sketchy, but we'll get her done. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, I think I can make it to the median here. Nope, maybe not. Alright, here we go. Chop, 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 chop. And there we go. Woo! Made it. Alright, back into the woods for a little bit. It was a bit of a sketchy cross, but we made it. Little Frogger action. There we go. Look at all the deer. It's like laundry detergent. Recreation chapel. Alright, made it to Indian Rock Shelter. This is the only place that you can camp on this private property stretch. Looks like it's new that fires are not allowed. I guess I can understand that. It's a nice shelter. I am not the shelter dwelling type, but it looks quite nice in here. Woohoo! Alright, we're moving again. Well, that road walking really took it out of me. I had to stretch out and lay down for a bit. Actually, fell asleep there for about 15 minutes. I'm feeling pretty good. Ready to go again. This is gonna be home for tonight. Oink oink. Day 5. Last night was a very good night. Didn't get overly cold. Slept really well. It's a beautiful camp spot. And it's probably my favorite so far on the trip. So that was double Hogpen Gap. Did see some hogs there when I was finishing up with my coffee, my evening coffee. But they ran away pretty quickly once they realized I was sitting there. The spring, or the stream that flows through there, great flow of water. Also, it was small enough that it didn't leave a lot of condensation on my tent, so the tent was dry. So for today, we will be passing into Tennessee, crossing the Georgia-Tennessee state line. We'll pass through, I think it's called Double Spring Gap, and then I think we'll probably keep going from there. But we'll see what the day holds. So far, it's a bright, sunshiny day. So here's the northern terminus of the Toonowee Trail. Benton MacKaye continues on, but this is where the Toonowee ends. Pretty cool. Whoa. Yeah, that's interesting. Cross this without taking a spill. Alright. Made it. I'm gonna go this way. So back there, that was Double Spring Gap. That's the border between Georgia and Tennessee. Georgia is now done, and we're in Tennessee. Tennessee greets us with a very steep climb out, and this is going to last for quite some time. So better get moving. If you're wondering if I'm sitting in the middle of the trail eating my dinner, I am. Tonight, we're having rice and black beans. The previous nights were rice and pinto beans. Ooh, something chewed the sign down. Alright, I think we go this way though. These ridge lines. Westport Rough Creek. Oh yeah, I remember this place. Alright, this is it. This is home. Day 6. Last night was another nice night. It was warmer than I was expecting it to be. I didn't sleep quite as well last night, maybe because it was warmer, but with the sound of the creek in the background kind of serenading you to sleep, that was quite pleasant. Today we are going to, I think we'll pass the 100-mile mark today. Also, we'll go through Thunder Rock Campground. There's a big TVA electric plant there. You can also, that main road right there is what leads into Ducktown if you wanted to get a hitch and stay the night in Ducktown, which is, it's a pretty small little town, but that's what I did last time when I came through here. This time I'm just going to pass right on through. We'll see if there are any campers at the campground, but we'll be passing right on through and probably stopping somewhere near Lost Cove. But we'll see what the day has for us today. Sunshiny, birds chirping. It's a beautiful day so far. Funny story about Ducktown. When I stayed there last time, 5 years ago, when I hiked the trail, there was an old Piggly Wiggly that had gone out of business. And apparently they're having trouble with homeless people sleeping there. And apparently I looked pretty homeless when I was walking around town getting food when I was staying the night there. A police officer pulled up next to me in his squad car, and he asked me, "Are you sleeping at the Pig?" I had no idea what he was talking about. He explained it, and I told him I wasn't homeless, that I was actually staying at the inn. But apparently I look pretty homeless. David and Stephanie, the camp hosts back at Thunder Rock Campground, were amazing. They gave me a lawn chair to sit in, let me charge up my power bricks, and even gave me an iced tea, and let me connect into their Starlink Wi-Fi. So, very nice people. Definitely appreciate that. Rattlesnake. Yeah, I hear ya. Alright, made it around the rattlesnake. Eventually moved far enough off trail that I could go kind of up and around, give him a wide berth. So, all's good. We'll keep our eyes peeled for more. Alright, Lost Creek, we're home. Home for the night. Oh. Day 7. We are rolling again this morning, walking past Lost Creek. Nice night last night. Started out warm, got a little cool, but not cold. So it was a good night of sleep, hearing the creek rolling in the background. It was very pleasant. Now we're heading into Reliance. We're about 5 miles away from Reliance, and we'll be stopping by the Reliance Fly and Tackle shop. I've got a food box there that I had delivered, so I'll restock on food. They also have a grill and some snacks, so I think I'm going to eat there as well. So looking forward to that. Here it's a great place. Talk to the people on the phone. They seem to be wonderful. Looking forward to that stop. It's a little cloudy this morning, but we're on our way. I love this section of trail. It's beautiful with the river flowing and the rock formations. It's just amazing. It's a wonderful walk. Look at that. Reliance is so pretty. I'm doing well. How are you?
Morning.
Good morning. How are you? Half-pound burger with lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Okay. Definitely worth the side trip here. And I got my resupply box here too. You should definitely stop here. Great people. You send a resupply box here. Good food. Cold beer. And they have hot showers. I'm going to take advantage of here in a minute. Clean toilet. shower, soap. Fantastic. Alright, so that hamburger was so awesome that I had to go back for a second. Got a shower first though, which was amazing. Got another beer, Modelo this time. And then this time it's not just a hamburger, this is the Hiawassee burger. It's got pulled pork on it, it's got a special, what they call their river sauce on it. Oh man, that is good. One hiker said, life-changing. I agree to that. This is good. I'm leaving Reliance Fly and Tackle. That was an amazing stop. Got a shower, got cleaned up. Had 2 hamburgers. The Hiawassee burger is amazing. We got to get that one. Great place to stop, and really nice people. They really want to cater to hikers, so it's a good stop. Definitely recommend stopping there. The back porch is a great place to sit, relax, charge up your stuff. Really, really great place. So highly recommend stopping in there. So we got a little bit of a road walk, and then we'll hit back on the trail again. Oh, isn't that cool? Be a fun camping spot. Now we're gonna get up this guy. Fun. Oh yeah. Nice view. Big cave up there. I don't think I'm gonna go in now. Day 8, moving again. Today is possibly going to be a rainy day. It rained last night, started raining. It was around like 4 in the morning. I woke up and pulled my vestibules down to keep everything dry inside, which it didn't get wet from rain, but condensation made everything damp inside. Today we are going to head towards, I think, Sandy Gap, maybe Moss Gap. We'll see. Looks like a bit of a dry stretch, so we'll be carrying a little extra water today, which makes the pack a little heavy, along with the extra food from my resupply yesterday. But it shouldn't be too bad. So right now I've got a liter of water, and I'll top off probably at Coker Creek as we come down this way. I'll take and pull another liter of water so that I have plenty for the journey ahead today. So it's still sprinkling a little bit. It's a little cool outside, but not nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. So it's relatively pleasant. This will be good hiking weather. This is Coker Creek. It's a nice bridge going across Coker Creek. Oh, it's pretty. Alright, the rain is picking up. So far it's relatively gentle rain, although it is increasing some. May have to take and throw my rain jacket on. I think it's going to be rainy most of the day today, if the forecast from a few days ago is still correct. So, yeah, picking up. I'll stop here and throw on my rain jacket. So we are headed that way, and we are going to go over the top of, that's Cantrell Top. So in 1.3 miles, we'll be going up there. It's, I think, 3,600 feet. So we're headed this way, and we'll end up making our way right up there. Alright, let's go. That sounds bad. Alright, I need to get over this hill.
Alright, we're off the ridge, heading down to Sandy Gap. Wanted to hurry up and get off of the ridge line away from the high point, so we're on our way down. The trail ran the last couple miles, or this mile. Soaking a lot, but I'm making it.
Day 9, moving again. Alright, last night I cut things off pretty quick. Maybe the last thing I recorded was the thunder and running across the ridge top to get down into the gap. Started pouring down rain, got super soaked, cold. So just got my tent set up at Sandy Gap, or at least a little before the gap. We're heading into the gap now. And got dried up and or dried off and tucked in. So today, I'm not sure exactly how far we're going. We'll figure that out as we get going. But we're moving now. It's still cold because the my clothes are still wet. But we'll warm up and dry off as we go. Off we go. There's this convenient log here with some moss on it to make a really nice seat, so I thought I would go ahead and stop. Spring's right over there. Stop right after filling up, and I'm gonna have a coffee. So we are going to go over Rocky Top, which is that mountain right there. We're gonna kind of head along that way and shoot up Rocky Top. I would go there, down that way. They're closed right now. So, we're gonna keep going this way. This is it. This is gonna be camp. I set my tent up. Go to bed. Good night. Alright, day 10. So it's getting a little dark when we got to camp last night. The site that we just walked out of, that's Sycamore Creek Campsite 1, according to Far Out. And it's a really nice campsite. The place where you pitch your tent is up. There's a, it's not a steep hill, it's a little steep, but there's a little downhill. It goes directly down to Sycamore Creek where you can fill up. And I did all that last night. It's a beautiful spot. You could hear the creek all night long, which was amazing. And now we are on our way to, I don't exactly know where. I think today might be a little bit bigger of a day, but we'll see how it plays out. Got a steep uphill coming. But this morning, I think today's gonna be a dry day. Here you go, you can see the creek here. I think today's going to be a dry day. I don't believe we're going to have any rain. There is more rain in the forecast in the days to come, but I think today's going to be dry. So the campsite back there I mentioned was campsite 1. There's 3 along the way here. I believe it was campsite 3 that I stayed at in 2021 when I hiked this section before. We'll take a look and see what it looks like. Looks like the comments and Far Out are saying that it might be a little overgrown these days, but I think that was probably my favorite campsite in all of 2021. Very pretty. All right, well, we're gonna make it over these rocks and up the hill. And this is campsite 2. This looks really nice. Actually, this might have been nicer than the other. You're gonna hang your barrel line. That's a good place to hang it, right there. Yeah, I like it. Maybe I should have come up here. We're gonna go and check out Wig Meadow, little blue blaze off of BMT. So BMT kept going straight. I skipped this last time when I came. Don't remember why, but I did. So we're gonna go check it out. Wow. This is really cool. Good camp spot here. Nice view. Very cool. So this is the quarry. It's an old rock quarry. It's been long abandoned. Now it's this big open meadow. It's beautiful. We're entering Sitico Creek Wilderness. Another wilderness. All right. Here we are on Bob Bald. It's more of a receding hairline. It's not completely bald. Alright, trail goes this way. Check this out. If you take the Benton or the Nichols Cove Trail down, oh, I don't know, maybe 0.1, 0.2, there's this big, nice established campsite that you can't really see because it's dark. Took me a little longer to get here than I expected. So I'm going to throw up my tent and I'm going to bed. Good night.
It's 5 a.m. and we've got storms rolling in. Sounds like a big one.
Alright, day 11. Last night was a late one. Didn't get into camp until around 11 something. Also, overnight, well, early this morning, around 5 o'clock, thunderstorms rolled in again. Everything's wet around me. And they were pretty big. A lot of lightning flashes. I could feel the thunder rolling and rumbling the ground. But made it through that okay. Got a later start this morning because it was still thundering around 6:20 when I had been getting up. So I slept for another 45 minutes to an hour. So we're leaving about an hour late. But that's okay. It lightened up. We're able to get out, get everything all packed up. I'll need to dry it out. But tonight, the destination is Fontana Lodge. So I got my last resupply there. I'll be staying at the lodge, and it's our kind of our prep point for entering into the Smokies. So that's it. Let's get moving on. We'll also pass through Topoko Lodge. So it's another lodge area that the trail goes right through it. So we'll pass through there too. All right, here we go. Having lunch out here by the river. Salad, excellent. Hamburger, looks good. I could definitely use some vegetables. Alright, there's the Topoko Lodge. Pretty cool place. Day 12, leaving Fontana Lodge. We are getting ready to enter the Smokies today. And we're headed towards campsite, I think it's number 77, Pilkey Creek. It's going to be quite a haul today to get there. Hopefully not too much up and down. It's going to be a long day. We'll probably get there past dark, I'm guessing. But we will see. It was supposed to be pouring down rain this morning. Looks like the forecast changed a little bit. Rained overnight. And now it is looking pretty nice. So hopefully the rain will hold off. And we'll have a dry day. So at this point, the Benton MacKaye Trail joins the Appalachian Trail there. The Appalachian Trail. That's heading back towards Springer Mountain. So they join up, going this way, until we hit Fontana Dam. We'll go across the dam, and then into the Smokies, and they diverge again. Georgia to Maine. There's the Fontana Hilton. It's a bathhouse where you can shower up. Walking across Fontana Dam. So the Fontana Village Resort we stayed at last night, that was housing for the workers who built this dam. So this dam is humongous. And the reservoir is over on this side. There's multiple of these across the dam on the reservoir side. I guess if you fall in over here, we'll throw you a life ring if somebody's up here. If you fall over on the other side, there's not really a whole lot of hope for you. After you walk across Fontana Dam, you turn right, and you enter into Smoky Mountain National Park. Appalachian Trail goes that way. Benton MacKaye Trail goes this way. We're heading off onto Lakeshore Trail, which is the trail that the Benton MacKaye follows. Back there, that was the Appalachian Trail. This is the last split off, the last time that the Benton MacKaye Trail and the Appalachian Trail join and then depart again. Here's where we are going, and away we go. Check out this old car. A reminder that people used to live around here. Somebody doing their homework out here. I'd rather you do your homework not on the car, but pretty cool. Remnants of another old vehicle. Fender. Nice. And another one. That's super cool. Same person doing their homework again. I hate graffiti, and if you're gonna try to make yourself look smart, at least write the equation correctly. Looks like it had a little more tragic of an end than the other two or three that we've seen. You got the same person that feels compelled to ride on the car. Hello, my turtley friend. It's raining on us. Not too bad, it's mostly just a sprinkle. EMT goes this way. This bridge goes across Eagle Creek. It's really pretty. This is a really cool bridge. Pretty cool. This is white. I love these old homesteads. Makes me wonder what the people were like that lived in this place. What their life was like. We're coming up on the Calhoun House, which was built in 1928. It's one of the last structures standing from the city of Proctor, or the community of Proctor. You can go inside. We're gonna go and check it out. Hello, hello. This is the kitchen back here. This goes out onto the back porch. And that's it. Pretty cool old house. So Proctor was established in 1886, but in 1907 Southern Railway came through here, and W.M. Ritter Lumber Company, they built a big sawmill, and everything exploded, so they ended up with around 1,000 people here. But then when Ritter left in 28, then everything kind of started collapsing on itself, it looks like. Cool. Alright. Made it to Pilkey Creek campsite. Pretty nice campsite. Set up over there. There's also bear cables over here, so I can put my food bag up on the cable system. Alright, my battery's dying, so shutting down. Good night. I'll see you in the morning. Day 13. Last night we got into camp a little late. It's starting to get dark, but it was earlier than expected. Here's where I set up my tent last night. And this is campsite 77 in the Smoky Mountain National Park, Pilkey Creek. Here's the creek right here. It's nice to have the water So convenient. Enough of that. Last night was pretty nice. The challenge I've had is I packed my 20-degree sleeping bag or quilt, and it's nice later in the evening, later at night, early in the morning when everything cools way down. However, first going to sleep, it's kind of like a sauna because it's a little bit too hot. Haven't quite figured that out, but still able to get some good sleep. And we're off again this morning. There used to be, at least in one of the forecasts, talked about rain in the morning. Haven't seen any rain so far. Hopefully we won't get any rain. I'd love it if we could make it through the rest of this hike without any rain. But we'll see. It's the mountains, and that happens. Gotta cross the creek. Walking across the bridge on Chambers Creek. Lovely. Wow. Forney Creek. That looks pretty cool. All right, now for something completely different. So back in the 1960s, this road that I'm walking on here and this long tunnel, I think it's about 1,000-foot long tunnel, was built, well, they started construction, then they abandoned it, so it's referred to as the Road to Nowhere. And it's a road to nowhere. So we're gonna go walk through that. How are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
All right.
It's a pretty old walk.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And there it is, the road to nowhere. All right, I think we've got a little bit of a road walk here, and then, if I remember correctly, this will pop down around these guardrails and then go down back into the woods again. So we'll see. Creek Trail. We could go that way. Yep, that's for the southbounders. We're headed this way. Very nice. This is campsite 63, also known as Jerry Flats. It's big. I think I'm going to take this spot right here. It's nice and flat there. And then there's bare cables over here again. There's some place where you can sit down and maybe sit over there and have a coffee. I eat breakfast there in the morning. And then the river, or creek, right over here. It's an easy way to get down and get water right here. Beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna go back up here and set up my tent. That's probably it for tonight. Good night.
To wake up.
Day 14. Last night was a pretty good night. It cooled down quite a bit last night. It's pretty chilly this morning. Made for great sleeping weather. Again, you can hear the creek in the background. It was nice to lull you to sleep. So I got pretty good rest last night. Today is going to be a pretty big day. Got a couple big climbs today. One starting this morning and then one later in the afternoon. But again, it's a clear day. I think the weather forecast is still showing that it's going to be clear today. No rain. That's excellent. So looking forward to a long day, but also a beautiful day. think walking in the morning is my favorite time of hiking. When you get to hear the birds, see the sun shine through the trees. Beautiful time to be out. All these little grasshoppers are like popcorn on the trail. Just walk by and pop, pop, pop all over the place. I love those bridges. Those are fun. Alright, where we at here? Alright, we're going to the right. Oh, this is where we connect in with the Mountain to Sea Trail. Cool. Here we go. I think it's a copperhead. I'll walk right past him. I'm gonna keep going. I think this is Newfound Gap Road. I guess when there's ice and snow, they close the road. Interesting. Alright, we're gonna cross the road here and we're gonna cross this bridge. And that should take us right next to or maybe through Smoky Campground. Alrighty. Looks like the trail keeps going. Alright, we'll figure this thing out. Wow, this is pretty. And there you go. You could have a conference in here while doing your thing. Bell. Did at one point in time. Pretty cool. Got water coming right out of the side of the mountain. Yeah, comments are correct. This is a very sloped camp spot. Alright, but we're here for tonight. This is campsite 48, Upper Chasteen Creek campsite. I'm gonna get my tent set up and go to bed. First, actually, I'm gonna find a barricade that's up there over here. Somewhere around here. I'll find them. And then I'll put up my tent and go to bed. Good night. Day 15. So last night was another good night of sleep. It got cool last night. Pretty cold actually. And that makes for a great night of sleep rather than laying in your tent sweating. So it was a good night of sleep. Got up a little earlier this morning because we've got a long day today, but we should make it to the end. So the goal is to make it up to the top of Sterling Mountain and then back down to the trailhead and then a little bit of a walk to the vehicle. So we'll be able to get in the truck and start heading out. So that's the goal for today. Right now I've got a pretty steep climb, so I'm gonna have to put this away because there's all these big rocks that are loose and I don't want to twist an ankle. So off we go. So the last big climb of the day that we had today was climbing up Mount Sterling. So we are up on Mount Sterling. We are going to take, according to the sign, we're going to be taking the Mount Sterling Ridge Trail. In about 5.7 miles, we will be at the fire tower up on Mount Sterling. That's a pretty cool place to go and take some pictures. Plan to climb up there and grab some video. But we'll be heading this way. How you guys doing? Alright, we are at the summit of Mount Sterling, up in the fire tower. It's a little sketchy coming up here because a lot of the floorboards have rotted out, but check out the view. Alright, the Mount Sterling Fire Tower. We're up in it. This is the last major point going north on the Benton MacKaye Trail. So all that's left now is about a 6-mile descent down into the parking lot where the trailhead is at, and the trail will be finished. I'm going to head down out of here, make my way down to the trailhead. Look at all of this moss. According to Seek, it's called stair-step moss. I'm not sure I've ever seen it before. It's pretty cool. It's everywhere. It goes all the way down the hill. Huh. Check this out. You probably can't see this on camera, but there's actually snow coming down. Just a little bit. Well, we are about 2 miles away from the trailhead. Clicking on the headlamp. Looks like we're going to be finishing this one in the dark. Benton MacKaye Trail. Well, we made it. Baxter Creek Trailhead. This is the northern terminus of the Benton MacKaye Trail. So all 300 miles of the Benton MacKaye Trail in the bag. It's time to head home. All right, we'll see you. Happy trails.